Morning. It's a beautiful day outside. I don't know if you can see, but there's blue skies and the sun's out there. It's gorgeous. Anyway, I for some reason set my alarm too early and woke myself up earlier than I needed to, but that's fine because I got plenty of sleep. I'm going to CrossFit this morning, 9:30 till 10:30, and I have to be at work at 12:30, so I'm going to be pretty pressed for time in terms of coming back and showering, and I think I have to drop by my actual workplace because I'm working somewhere different today. I'm going to do a bit of training. My hip feels a little bit average after the run last night, so what happened was while I was running, at about the 40-minute mark, my hip started to get really, really tight, so I did something that I never would have used to do, and I paused my run and stretched it out, and it felt better. And then maybe 15 minutes later, I did the same thing, stretched again, and then I think I had to stop and stretch it a couple more times, like maybe 4 times in total during the entire run, maybe 4 or 5 times. But yeah, my hip feels a bit average today, and I was actually researching my 50-kilometre race with Emily last night. It's only 14 weeks away, and I think that at this point, due to my injury with my posterior tibialis that stopped me from running for like 5 weeks, I may have to pull out of my 50k race, which will be extremely disappointing, but at the same time, I don't want to be stupid about it. I don't want to just stubbornly do it and be like, I'm going to be like David Goggins and do this 50-kilometre race and then completely fuck myself up. I'm still going to try and do this training program, see if I can pick it up from where it is. At the same time, I think maybe that's not even a smart idea, because in reality, the long run we have to do this week is 2.5 hours. And if my hip is like seizing up and getting sore after 40 minutes, imagine what it's going to be like after 2.5 hours. So we'll see how I go. I'm a bit stubborn in the sense that I'll probably try and see what I can do. I'm shut up. I won't be disappointed if I have to pull out in terms of money or anything like that, because I remember the reason I decided to sign up for it is because I had to do like 4 hours of overtime one day, so I was like, yeah, that'll pay for it. It's a learning experience. I need to be more dedicated next time, I think. Well, actually not even. I think I was too dedicated and that was the point. That was the problem. I tried too hard and I was running too consistently 5 days a week, and it was too much for my body, and that's why I got the little niggle that I had. I think the main takeaway that I need to have from this is that I needed, over the past couple of months since I got back from Japan, to be a little bit more dedicated to eating healthier, and obviously I've made gains in that area, and I've gotten to the point where I really enjoy eating fruit, and I'm eating a lot healthier than I ever have before. So it's all a process. But had I been able to drop quite a bit of body weight, maybe even, I think I'm probably like 80 at the moment, if I had been able to get to 70, I don't believe I would have had these injuries. I don't think I would have had the posterior tibialis sort of strain, because it would have been lighter and it would have been less stress on my body. So I think that's my main takeaway from this. If I have to pull out of the 50k, like I said, I will be extremely disappointed. It'll be good in the sense that I want the new Garmin Phoenix, and it doesn't come out till February, and I was going to just have to buy one in between now and then because my current watch would not have enough battery for a 50-kilometre race, or for how slow I will do a 50-kilometre race. So this means maybe I'll be able to just wait a little while and buy it next year. But we'll see. I think I'm pretty much set on pulling out of it. Unless I can perform a miracle in the next 14 weeks, which I don't think is going to happen. And like I said, I don't want to injure myself. So it's really disappointing. Thankfully I only told well, my family knows I'm racing it, or knew that I was going to race it, and one person at work knows I'm going to do it. But that person's sensible. When I don't care what they think, but at the same time, like when I explain that I haven't been able to run and that I'm not feeling like I'll be ready, they'll probably just be like, yeah, that's a good decision, which I think it is. I think that I'll come back a lot stronger next year because I will have been doing CrossFit hopefully consistently between now and then, and I will have been running consistently between now and then. I mean, ideally at the moment, what I would really enjoy being able to do, if it's, what I would love to do in general, and I can pretty much only do this if I decide not to do the 50k, because then I won't be sort of forced to push myself to be ready in time. I'd like to be running 3 times a week. I'd like to be able to run one day, have one day off, run another day, have one day off and then do a long run and then just have the weekend off or something similar to that. Just to the point where, you know, I get better and stronger without having to increase my kilometres for some impending race. It's a learning experience. It's definitely a learning experience. At least I'm not trying to start out and getting a DNF, but I'm determined to smash it next year. There's like 1,200 metres of elevation during the race, which I looked at that last night with Emily and I was like, that's crazy. I mean, the most elevation I've ever done is when I did the 1,000 steps 4 times, and that was like maybe 900 or 1,000 metres. And that took me 3 hours to do that, and it was only 10 kilometres distance, and I thought to myself, 50 kilometres plus like more elevation, it's going to take me like 9 hours. And for all I know, like if my hip's seizing up after 40 minutes last night, I could just not be able to finish it, which it's not a smart idea to go into it. Anyway, I've got to charge this battery, so I might put it on charge now. I have to leave CrossFit pretty soon. It also takes less pressure off me with CrossFit, because I really want to be doing CrossFit. And today, for instance, we're doing back squats, and then I want to run tomorrow. But like, if I have crazy DOMs from CrossFit, like I'm gonna be conflicted, or you know. Yeah, I think I've almost definitely made the decision not to do the race. It's too close. When I signed up for it, there were 26 weeks and I was running a little bit. Had I had no injuries between then and now, or between then and the race, and had I actually dropped body weight and gotten leaner, I think it could have worked, but I don't think it's going to work at this point. So I think my goal now, like I said, is to do 3 days a week plus cross training and CrossFit. I want to be able to keep up with my workmates when we do the half marathon at the Melbourne Marathon in October. It might be difficult because they say they're going to run at a 6-minute kilometre pace, which I would struggle to get to even between now and then. But I know that they're probably all capable of running it at a 5-minute per kilometre pace or lower than that. So I sort of probably just have to run my own race on the day, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to go to CrossFit soon, and I will film when I get home from work later tonight. It'll be good. I'll be able to get home from work and I won't have to train. I can just smash dinner. It's going to be good. I like training in the morning for that reason. I'm home from work now, and CrossFit this morning was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. What was the beginning bit? One of low pull snatch and then one of high pull snatch for 10 rounds. And then the workout of the day was, you started out with doing 1 rep of these 2 things and went progressively 2 reps, 3 reps, 4 reps, 5 reps. So back squats and box jumps and burpees. So yeah, I only used 20 kilos for my squats, which was probably a bit light because I actually ended up finishing faster than anyone, which I'm not even that fit, so that's surprising. And my burpee form is pretty average, but I'm pretty happy with that because in reality, I'm doing a Spartan race in November, and in reality, in those last 3 rounds, I did essentially 30 burpees, -2 and -1. So I did 27 burpees, along with squats and all that sort of stuff. So I'm pretty confident that I'll do okay at the Spartan race, but we'll see how I go. I had a cupcake tonight. I was umming and ahhing and thinking to myself, well, I want to eat healthy, and then I thought to myself, you know what, have a cupcake, because restricting yourself extremely and not allowing yourself to have the things that you're craving lead to like binge eating and stuff. So it's a constant learning process. Like I said, I've changed my relationship with food in a massively positive way over the past 2 to 3 years, and it only keeps getting better. I still have a lot to learn. I still have a lot of self-control to gain and a lot of, you know, self-control to lose, but in the right times and in the right ways. But yeah, I feel pretty good. The cupcake honestly made me feel like shit. I don't regret it, but I also next time will fall more towards having like yogurt or something, because I love having a yogurt, one of those Chobani ones that's like 15 grams of protein, because it's tasty, it hits that sweet spot, and it gives me extra protein for the day. Speaking of protein, I want to see how many grams I had today. I'll have quite a lot tomorrow because I'm planning on having eggs as well as all my protein rich foods. 108 grams of protein. Not bad at all. Oh, that's tomorrow. Never mind. I don't know why it keeps going into tomorrow's, but today had 148 grams of protein. That's ridiculous. How is it so few tomorrow? I guess salmon has a lot of protein. Oh, I don't know how that works. I don't know where I got all my protein from today.
Have you got your protein shake and everything?
Yeah, I've got, for tomorrow I've got my protein shake, I have my protein bar, I have the lamb, which has 66 grams of protein. I have all of my snacks, plus eggs, and it's telling me only that much. And then if I look in today's, I guess the salmon doesn't have more. What the freaking hell? My snacks. I do not get how that works. I literally cannot work it out.
Go through it for you.
No, seriously, the lamb, like my dinner tomorrow allegedly has 70 grams of protein. And then if I look, my snacks have 47. That's crazy. So my snacks tomorrow have 51. Then my dinner has 59. I don't know, I'm not going to be able to work it out. But I love eating a lot of protein. Fills me up. Training was good. I am tired. I go to bed early. I feel as though I could go to CrossFit tomorrow, and I really like the look of the workout, but I don't want to have to lock myself in for waking up at 6 a.m. I will be going on my run tomorrow, an hour long. I was saying to Emily, I can feel a little something in my posterior tibialis, but we've not ever really recently anyway done a training program where we've had run one day on, one day off, one day on, to allow that time for recovery. So I'm excited to see if I can keep on keeping on without getting injured. But anyway, I'm rambling. Thanks for watching. Hope you're doing well. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.